Happy Tuesday. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Today is Tuesday, February 6th, 2024, the day of popularity. You are socially adept, well liked, facile, self unaware, insecure. Yes, Cardi B is the chosen artist for tonight for the Lover's card. Your meditation. The mirror sees nothing, it only reflects. The mirror sees nothing, it only reflects. The mirror sees nothing, it only reflects. Your personality. Loving, inspiring, and emotional. These individuals are the strongest pillar for those around them and the best friends from the world of Aquarius. They will share emotions, money, and sweets with others, always ready to support their loved ones, no matter the cost. February 6th birthday horoscope predicts that you are hard to determine. It is difficult because February 6th Aquarius birthday changes like the wind. There is nothing static in your life. Today's Aquarius, you are you are this way. Enthusiastic, charming, and just bursting with joy. And the next, you are just the opposite way. You look over those you were hanging out with, appearing not to care, not even about the world. However, most Aquarians are respectful and are very likable people. Born on February 6th, you are adventurous, charming, respectful, artistic, sensitive, integrity, and enthusiastic. Aquarius, the water barrier. If today is your birthday, then you possess charm and others are impressed by your actions. Aquarians speak to everybody. No one is a stranger. February 6th birthday personalities are adventurous and unconventional. You love exploring new and exciting things. You are not afraid to be spontaneous and daring. The February 6th horoscope shows that you are very sensitive and your feelings can be hurt at times when they should not be. On the other hand, Aquarius, you can be tenacious and self absorbed. Yet in these moods, though, and although they do not last long, you can be arbitrary. The negative aspects of a February 6th personality is that your mood will swing. You can go from pouting to full blown rage. Life can get dramatic with these demons on the loose. The face of an Aquarius can turn out to be unbecoming. You can have days where you are just detached and removed from all that love and care about you. You like being by yourself rather than engaging in group activities. Somehow you find inner peace rather than concentrate on the negative thoughts of being by yourself. The future of a person who was born on the 6th of February depends on the spiritual self. What your birthday says about you is that in your head, you know that people appreciate your concern for them. It is an intuitive appeal that attracts your associates and family. When it comes down to it, you are a lovely piece of artwork yourself. February 6th birthday personality shows on your face. You are confident. You are hard to resist as you glow with a sex appeal and charm that you will not apologize for. Those born with a February 6th birthday have a strong sense of integrity and can act as a mediator for many verbal conflicts. You believe in honesty and treating people with dignity, but you do not hold your tongue or needs to learn to be diplomatic. You may not realize it, Aquarius, but you are awesome and have excellent potential to become successful indeed. Those born on this date are very independent and free minded. Nature is intended to make you feel original. You are surely idealistic with your kind ways. You need to use your talents wisely and calculate your steps. The result could turn out to be amazing. Having a family, a love of your family certainly ranks in a high position. If you were thinking about becoming a parent one day, you would more than likely be authoritative. People with the Aquarius birthdays are indifferent when it comes to speaking about their past. Perhaps you need to deal with some issues so that it does not affect your ability to connect emotionally with your offsprings. 6:51 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for spiritual connections? A short vacation does wonders for the psyche. You need to meditate or do some yoga exercise. Check to see if there is a possible retreat that interests you for the weekend. Maybe you'll get involved in a charity project that will help you with a community of people instead of one person. Remember, it is just for a couple of days. Let me repeat that. Maybe get involved in a charity project that will help a community of people instead of one person. Remember, it is just for a couple of days. 6:52 p.m. on my alarm. Are you glossing over deeper issues? Maybe entertaining friends and loved ones at your place could beef things up a bit. You have plenty of associates and enjoy interacting with them. Aquarius. One day you may even invite your future spouse. I know you are particular about letting people into your private life, but when you find the right one, it will be easy to do. Aquarians will make an excellent partner who is loyal, trusting, and faithful, showing your February 6th zodiac. In conclusion, as your February 6th astrology predicts, Aquarians are adventurous people. Those with a birthday on February 6th can be moody and detached. Your tongue holds a mighty power. Be careful with it, not to hurt people. Aquarius, you are rebelliously stubborn and contrary. Your sense of tact can fly right out of the window with your unpredictable ways. Sometimes, Aquarius, you can be oblivious to anybody's feelings. Maybe you need to retreat. Okay. Famous people and celebrities born on February 6th. Queen Anne, Natalie Cole, Fabian, Bob Marley, Babe Ruth, just to name a few. Happy birthday and rest, rise in power. Yes, okay. This day that year, February 6th in history. And before I continue, Bob Marley's movie will be airing soon this year, this weekend, I believe. No, it's already probably playing. 6:55 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for new experiences? That's sure always open for the ride. This day that year, February 6th in history, 1189, the riots spread from England to Norwich. In 1788, the sixth state to ratify the Constitution in Massachusetts. In 1820, a settlement and started in Liberia with 86 African American immigrants. In 1904, the war between Japan and Russia begins. Wow. Your verdict moon sign is Kumbha Rashi. You wish to read on that, go to sunsigns.org. Otherwise, we'll be heading to the Chinese zodiac, the tiger. Tiger burning bright. Chinese tiger are amazing leaders, vibrant and outspoken, self possessed with an utterly magnetic personality. Leadership comes as naturally to them as breathing, and as is invariably fun to be around. Their personalities drive them to be in control, and this is in turn to the pursuit of their ambitions. The Chinese tiger sign is renowned for their courage. When faced with a challenge, they'll inevitably wind up on top of the confrontation. They'll turn their drive to any cause they feel is righteous, but sometimes their image of what is righteous is misdirected. Their inherent nature can make them prickly under stress and prone to sounding their roar on those around them. The Chinese tiger traits of strength is in their pure confidence. True confidence removes one from feeling as if everything that turns against them is a personal challenge. Differences in others are met with tolerance. Others are allowed not to conform to the tiger's views on life. They are gallant and respected and will stand with their friends and those who have earned their trust. Earning a tiger's trust is as easy as being frank and clear about your intentions and desires. The Chinese tigers, who are out of balance, have a strong sense of their self worth, too strong, in fact. Their normal tendencies tend to a deeply sympathetic soul give out their before their sense of grandeur. Their confidence turns to arrogance, and their determination turns to impatience. The tiger zodiac sign, who isn't centered in themselves, can be driven into hasty decisions. They allow their desire to get ahead to turn them to traitorous acts, overcoming their normal forthrightness. This can end with them being incapable of honest and clear communication. They become incapable of cooperating with those who don't talk to them. The tiger characteristics in the workplace are a certain form of magnificence. 6:59 p.m. on my alarm. Are you staying silent? They are driven and filled with ambition. They are charming go-getters with no concept of what fear of failure is. As such, tigers will pursue their goals and their dreams without hesitation. Unfortunately, the tiger man or tiger woman are also prone to lacking organization. They need a solid team underneath them, keeping the minutiae in order while they drive the train into a successful future. A Chinese zodiac tiger as a boss is the tiger in his element, the shining star of his office. He will be playful and fun loving and prefers to keep his office in that state. Provided, of course, the productivity is up and everyone is giving everything they have to the team. The tiger animal sign will be aware of the team's effort, well, their needs, using a gentler humanitarian nature to ensure that everyone is doing well. They can cheer them up just with sheer magnetism. The drawback, of course, is that their inability to properly deal with stress. When things are going less than well, the tiger can growl their displeasure at any who draws their attention. Their ability to cheer others up can in turn be used to tear them down. So if you're dealing with a tiger boss, make sure you meet your deadlines. Nothing makes them bare their fangs faster than unwanted and unexpected delays. The Chinese sign tiger as a coworker is a fierce and competitive person or partner. Their attention is insurmountable when it comes to pursuing a goal they've taken as their own. It's important that you not attempt to stand over a tiger. They don't respond well to being second in command, but can serve very well as an even partner. These Chinese astrology says that if you're working with a tiger, be sure to take turns with certain activities. Tigers need variety. Letting them stick to one style of task can lead to causing impatience and frustration. Remember that you're dealing with a leader out of their place here, and you'll be reasonably well served by the results. Tigers and money, they do love their material wealth and comfort, and their big ideas lead to big payoffs in the end. Money flows with the Chinese tiger's horoscope sign, and they rarely have any fear of being without material comforts. Their ability to make things happen also includes making income happen, and they are always on the ball about this. Know that when a tiger personality sets his mind to making money and turning an ideal into a paycheck, there's little that will stand in their way. Tigers, for all their love of luxury, can be surprisingly frugal when the need arises. They will especially be so if doing so will lead the way to them seeing a larger ideal with a greater income potential come to fruition. The Chinese tigers are creatures of deep passion and romance, unafraid to let their partners know exactly where they stand in their lives. They crush hard and passionately, and sometimes that passion can get away from them. Tigers sometimes have a little problem with fidelity in their younger years. Their desire and hunger can overcome them until they gain some discipline later in their lives. In the relationships of people born in the year of the tiger, there will be a tendency to dominate the relationship. It will be more so if their partner doesn't stand up and command the same level of respect as them. Overall, however, tigers are creatures of high adventure, of love and romance, and they are never more in their romantic element than when they are in an exotic locale. Chinese zodiac tiger sign shines in the power of passion, and in the bedroom you can expect a wild ride as they live their dreams. Sometimes it can get out of hand, as a tiger unleashed can be a dangerous creature. But if you're open to the ride, you won't regret it. Tigers can get bored easily, so anticipate them bringing all sorts of things into the mix. Be ready for the ride, or you'll find them getting bored. A tiger's fire needs to be responded to, and nothing, well, and together you can create one of the most fiery passions you've ever experienced. Take their enthusiasm with your own, and they will leave you exhausted and truly loved. Years of the Tiger. January 31st, 1938 to February 18th, 1939. February 17th, 1950 to February 5th, 1951. February 5th, 1962 to January 24th, 1963. January 23rd, 1974 to February 10th, 1975. February 9th, 1986 to February 28th, 1987. January 28th, 1998 to February 15th, 1999. February 14th, 2010 to February 2nd, 2011. February 1st, 2022 to January 21st, 2023. February 19th, 2034 to February 7th, 2035. Your ruling planet is Uranus, which symbolizes innovation on a large scale, rebellions, and liberation. The water barrier is the symbol for the Aquarius star sign. Your birthday tarot card is the Lovers. This card symbolizes new relationships, temptations, and choices that you need to make in your life. The Lovers. Keywords: duality, choice, sensuality, vice and virtue, risk, attraction, allure, compelling possibilities and trust, harmony and partnerships. The Lover's card appears in a reading when there is an impending life changing choice. The women on either side of the magician represent the choice between vice and virtue. It is the point at which the path we are on reaches a divergence. It can describe the need to choose between security and risk, what is safe and comfortable, and what is uncertain but potentially gratifying. Choosing between these options should not be done on a whim because once the new course is set in motion, there is no turning back. It may mean missing out on an opportunity to maintain a reliable connection, or it could mean abandoning old associations to embrace something completely different. The chimes hanging above the women represent the whispers of divinity in the wind. When the lover's card shows up for you, it could be very well due to you or someone else trying to have their cake and eat it too. Depending on the circumstances, there may be some comfort in ambiguity. However, such agreements generally require complete honesty and a masterful understanding of the dynamics involved for it to last long term. Guile, duplicity, or self deceit typically leads to a volatile scenario. 7:08 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for to compromise? The Lovers. You can't always have your cake and eat it too. Falling in love is often thought to be something outside of our control. We all have heard the tales of seduction by love potions, the launch of Cupid's arrow, or of being bewitched by magic spells. The lover's card does refer to these aspects of love and romance, yet it has an additional story to tell. Traditionally, this card shows a man making a choice between two women, and its message is that, like love, most things in life come down to a matter of choice. If we are in a relationship with someone, it is because we choose to be with them and we are choosing to stay with them. And also, whether we find ourselves fighting, loving, or being distant from others is down to our choosing. This can also represent the relationship we have with ourselves, as if we are kind or caring towards ourselves, we are likely to act this way towards others. When faced with decisions in any part of our lives, we are not being asked to make perfect choices. Life may or may not provide us with a wonderful soulmate or career which will make all our dreams come true. We may just be given someone who is good enough, who will, but who will love us and teach us to love ourselves. Or a job may come up our way, which is not quite what we hoped for, but which will offer us a valuable learning experience. Thus, the lover's card asks us to be as conscious as we can about the decisions we make in our life and relationships, and be open to new possibilities which maybe we hadn't originally planned for. The prediction: approaching crossroads. The guidance: make decisive plans. The problem: decisions made. See what message for the lovers. Oh my goodness, that was the opening. I am slipping. Okay, Cardi. The Seven of Swords. Keywords sabotage. I feel like I am. Intrigue, stealth, cunning, manipulation, theft, and slyness. The shinobi warriors are renowned masters of stealth and intrigue. The Seven of Blades hints that something suspicious is afoot. While this card does not advocate for the participation of illegal acts or duplicity, it could be telling you to rely on your wits and intellect to gain the advantage. This card also warns you to be vigilant and protect yourself from games of intrigue. The Seven of Swords. The Devil Within. The Seven of Swords represents avoidance of responsibility, the bit of us that wants to remain a helpless child. But this card also speaks of a hidden, darker aspect of our psyches, a side of us which behaves dishonorably, even when we don't want to, and know we're behaving badly. It is the little devil within us that wants to cast mischief to see what we can get away with. This rebellious part of us comes from a feeling that we are in some way out of control of our lives, whether we believe life has meaning or not. There can often be a part of us which feels it is meaningless. Thus, we believe that whatever we do doesn't matter. So when we lie, cheat, steal, or let someone else take the blame for something we have done, we are in fact lying to ourselves, telling ourselves that this stuff doesn't matter, when of course we know it does. The prediction: personality weaknesses will be dealt with. The Seven of Swords in this position suggests you will gain a greater awareness of the more tricky and challenging sides of yourself. This could include the Achilles heel, which has been trying to bring you down. This awareness will help you cast away many unwanted shadows in your psyche and clean out the parts of yourself that no longer serves you, thus enabling a greater light of clarity to shine through. You consequently will become more adept at distinguishing between voices which comes from your higher self and those parts of yourself that you no longer need, making you a healthier, happier, and whole person. Your self esteem will take a dramatic rise as a result, and you will become less likely to make the same mistakes again that have caused you trouble in the past. 7:16 p.m. on my alarm. Take a risk. The guidance says don't hide from oneself. The Seven of Swords asks you to confront the part of you which wants to stay lurking in the shadows or be small. Look carefully without judgment at the aspect of your character that you don't like and try to bring so as much of your dark side into a conscious awareness. Perhaps think about someone around you who brings up negative feelings within you. They may be showing you a side of yourself which is hard for you to acknowledge. Try as best as you can to look at these undesirable parts of you specifically inside instead of emotionally, so you can more likely, easily, and objectively let them go. Whenever you notice these sides, you don't try to feel compassion towards them, understanding who they are and where they may come from us. This will help you amalgamate them with the more acceptable sides of yourself, as you will not be able to shed them all together. You will find this process an important part of becoming whole. The problem: you behaved dishonorably. The Seven of Swords in this position suggests you may have been behaving in a dishonorable way. Have you been hiding a side of yourself of which you are not proud of? Is there a part of you which you wouldn't want anyone to know about? Think back and consider any trouble that you may have caused yourselves or others. Without realizing, your finger may subconsciously have been on the self destruct button. Like a spirit talking about my music. Ow! Makes a good example of vice and virtue. The Lover's card of the Rider Awake Tarot card. Look at there. That's the message. That's the end of the message. Thank you, God. So the Lover's card of the Rider Waite tarot deck represents the power of new love, whether of a person or philosophy. It represents when we first find our love for something before the harsh light of reality has tempered it. Its light side is the power of transformation and the explosion of this wonderful feeling, a weakening of our usual boundaries and place. The new light of new love, inspiration, and the charge of creation, the powerful transformation or transformative aspect of love, the time when all things to do with your new love are exciting and blissful, and nothing makes it tiresome. Whether you're learning a new vocation or mutually falling in love with someone special, love is in the air. Past events. You have recently found a new love, and all things about it are magnificent. The bloom is coming off the rose, however. This doesn't mean your affair is over. It just means that you're moving into a new stage. This is where the work begins. It won't be as easy as it has been, but that represents a deepening of your relationship. Keep working. The past events. Have you met a new love? No, you will, and soon. Again, this isn't necessarily romantic love, but whatever it is will be deeply exciting and fulfilling for you. This does not represent some transitory joy, but a deep, sustaining love that will welcome new elements to your life. Keep your eyes open and at least peek beneath the clouds every so often, but enjoy the ride. The future events. The train of love is coming, and in this position is almost certainly romantic. Please keep your eyes open, though it is likely to happen when you aren't looking. Be prepared for your life to be turned upside down and be in a place where you couldn't be happier this is occurring. It might be time to brush up on your care to help things along. In reverse, this Lover's Tarot card of the Major Arcana in this position signifies difficulties. This represents the sick misinterpretation of love, where it's riding you like a monkey on your back. It could represent a problem in your life or a lover in your life that is a deeply unhealthy situation. You may know this or hear it often from your friends, but you can't quite get away. The past events. You've been in a tough place, or at the very least, dancing with a dangerous partner. You've likely heard the voices of concerned partners, or you've been keeping it a secret, as it's no secret to you that it's unhealthy. Its grip on you is firmly in a hold. It may have moved on to something more closed. So, the past events. Ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? If you haven't, you may be very well be heading that way. In your environment right now are the seeds of a dangerous obsession. The new person you think you're deeply in love with may wind up being much different than you expect. This idea that you can't quite get out of your head may wind up being dangerous. Think over the influences in your life and keep an eye out for a new one. There's a bad moon on the rise. The future event says it's time to start keeping an eye on the love in your life, whether it be work, relationship, or hobby. It's threatening to take a dark turn. Keep your eyes open for signs of preoccupation. Remember to moderate your current activities. Too much of a good thing is poison, and the joy in your life is threatened to become one. The meditation. For the Lover's card, the associated colors are pink or red for passion and love. The meditation for the Lover's card in the upright position. For this tarot meditation on the Lover's tarot card, I gotta place something and put the Enchantress on. I have background interference. For the tarot meditation on the Lover's tarot card, lay out the cloth and place the card on it with a candle at the top, the card in the center, closest to you upright. Focus on the card and let your mind drift, thinking about feelings of passion, excitement, love, and the drive that comes from being truly entranced with someone or something. As you drift into the place, you will find yourself in a Victorian hedge maze. Rather than hedges, the walls are covered with beautiful, well tinted roses, and the uncannily fresh air is rich with their fragrance. Quiet music fills the air, and the secret laughter of lovers having a clandestine meaning occasionally drifts through as you begin to wander the hedge. Coming around a corner, you see a sculpture. standing in front of a piece of marble, slowly pulling the shape out of it as he works fervently. His face is a mask of fascination and joy, and he occasionally will stop to admire his work and take another view and dive back into it. As you come around another bend, you pass by an archway that draws your eye. Through it, you see a large fountain. It centers on a satyr chasing a maiden who is forever spilling her vase of water into the fountain, trying to escape. Sounding the garden as multiple small nooks, in each are coupled or groups of people, all engaged in the acts of love. All of them are lost in each other in absolute bliss. As you travel on, you hear the telltale, rapid fire tapping of a keyboard and come around the corner to find an author spilling her heart out onto the virtual page. The occasional laughter or mutter as they think out the next scene shows they are lost in the world. Another woman comes by and sets a mug of tea on the desk next to them. The writer pauses, leans up, and kisses her partner affectionately and returns to her work. Throughout all, the air of passion is obvious. Each is deeply ingrained with joy and excitement in everything they touch. Their work enhances their world, bringing them joy and meaning. As you walk through the garden, note these details and those that catch your eye most clearly. Is there something in your life right now bringing you great joy and passion? Are you following your bliss and finding your purpose? If not, perhaps there is a message here for you to pursue in this tarot meditation of the Lover's card. Associated colors are jewel, emerald green for obsession. The meditation for the lovers in reverse. The lover's card has a dark side, a mirror that shows what happens when love and passion becomes obsession. This tarot meditation will take us down that path. There will be no Victorian garden on this trip. Settle your card in front of you, invert it on the cloth with a candle at the top of the cloth. Surround it with those things that you see as your vices or that represent vice to you. Whether it be a lover's cologne, a collection of coins, your work badge, or your favorite current chemical vice. Please don't bring past bad influence into this meditation. As you settle into it, feel the cloying presence, that distinct discomfort you experience when you are around the truly obsessed. There is a weight in the air, a sickness, and for this meditation, that is where we are going to go. Let the tarot meaning of the card pull you in. You find yourself at the edge of a heavy thicket, and at its edge is a pair of heavy cellar doors and the foundation of a long collapsed and ruined house. Swing open the doors and see the cloying darkness within, barely, barely lit by flickering firelight. The thick, heavy smell of incense, unclean bodies, and worse comes slithering out of the gate. Take your step within the traveler and hold close. Beneath, you find a damp hallway made of old, crumbling brickwork. It twists and turns around on itself to the point you lose track of where the exit is. Roots and worms slither between the bricks, slipping their way through long rotted mortar. Everything here reeks of sickness. You come to an alcove, and within you find a sunken, shallow eyed man curled over in front of his computer, one hand seeking to pleasure himself, the second covered in the worst images. He is consumed and surrounded by tissues and filth. There is no joy here, just an unending pit of need. He is lost to the real love and connection. There's only the need. Travel on, and the thick chemical smell fills the air. The next alcove has a group of people, all passing about a glass pipe. Their eyes are sunken, their flesh thin, their bones and ribs visible. They smoke, they pass, and even the food around them stay uneaten. A crib sits in the corner, strangely silent before you. See more, you walk on. The next room contains two couples, a woman holding her arms close to herself, her eyes fearful as she whispers into the phone, "It's okay, it's okay. It's my fault. I know he likes, I know what he's like when he gets mad. I know he loves me." The man standing next to her looks contemptuous and violent, glaring pompously down at his subdued plaything, not a lover, just a thing he keeps around. For those who know how to look, the fear in his eyes almost mirrors hers, but as a form of control, what is she if she is lost? He cannot see what he does to her. All he cares about is that she listens and is kept. You will come around another corner, this one last corner, and standing in that alcove is something that pulls you, something that terrifies you, your obsession, your vice, your weakness that lies within. As it starts to pull you in, you spot streams of fresh, healthy light at the end of the tunnel and tear yourself away, running for the light of fresh air for freedom. As you rip open the gate and leave the air, as you rip open the gate and leave, you hear the words, "You'll be back." They always come back, echo behind you. Come out of the tarot meditation of the Lover's card reverse. Know that this need not be. You can be free of your old vices. It just takes awareness and learning the necessary steps. This is love in the wrong places or the wrong sense. Take yourself out. Take a few breaths and then write what you experienced and what lessons you took within your journal. Take care of yourself. This trip wasn't a pleasant one. Your next cards are the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Keywords: escape, refugee, moving away, distancing, relocation, journey, traveling, vacation, change of environment. Time to make your way out in the stillness of the night while the world still sleeps. The Six of Blades card signals a departure from one modality and a transition to the next. In a reading, this card may be an indication that you need to sever ties with harmful elements in your environment or to distance yourself from the dangerous situation. It might also be hinting that you need to use discretion making unilateral decisions. Avoid causing a commotion. Do what needs to be done and do not be afraid to explore uncharted territories. I'm not going to go to the meaning on sun signs because I'm interrupted. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. I try to speed this up. Let me see what that message is. Oh, wow. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. We got the message. Okay. Let's save that one. And let's go ahead and just put it there. The Knight. Oh, wait. Let's do the Six of Swords. Listen to the voice, the inner voice. The Six of Swords represents a period of transition, a time when we need to pull back from life temporarily in order to get to a better place and or perspective inside ourselves and outside in the world. At these times, we may experience a drop in self-esteem as it is difficult living in the world today whilst being unclear what we are doing. As a result, we may doubt ourselves, forget any net successes we may have previously had, and fear we will stay stuck in a transitional period. However, this card always promises a better future if we can be patient, have faith, and see it through. This card essentially reminds us of the otherness of life. While the busy rush of plans are being implemented in the heating whirlwind of life out there is a whole lot other life going on inside us. We may face traumas or breakdowns in life. We are reminded of this otherness. Yet the Six of Swords does not require us to have a breakdown in order to receive its wisdom. We simply need to hear and follow the inner call and pay more attention to our spiritual natures In so doing, we may begin to understand the wisdom underlying change and the transient nature of life. Within this understanding, we can also realize how so much of what we do is unimportant. Yes, God. Whilst in contrast, our spiritual nature reveals its true value, moving us forward and keeping us safe. The prediction: forthcoming changes, guidance, prepare for the changing fortunes, problems, a time of transition. The Knight of Blades. Keywords: impulsive, swift, forceful, intelligent, restless, destructive. A fierce knight embodying the visage of Shakti makes her charge, riding in on the azure dragon of the east. She is so set on the course of her actions that she disseminates anything in her wake. The Knight of Blades fixates on her ideal. She has subverted her empathy for the sake of the pursuit of her objective, and woe upon those who stand in her way. The Knight of Swords. Anger is the only thing improved by delay. The Knight of Swords is the card of the rebellious teenager who rails at the world and all its injustice. He speaks his mind without consideration for the consequences, such as hurting people's feelings along the way. This card may represent an aspect of ourselves which does not want to let go of our anger and admit that what lies beneath it may be vulnerability or a feeling that we are out of control. These feelings may have come from a time when we were criticized or put down, causing us to feel disempowered and to suppress some of our life energy. If we can turn this around, however, we can harness this energy and use it to our advantage. We can then be in a good position to right some of the wrongs in our lives or even in the world, and use our strong voices for speaking out in a more considered, compassionate, and effective way. Prediction: frustrations will transform. Guidance: act rationally. Problem: rash behavior. February 6th, birthday compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under Libra. That's me. This is one of the most excellent and compatible relationships of the zodiac. Wow, I see. Where are we? You are not compatible with people born with Cancer. This match is not harmonious in communication, sex, or compatibility. Your lucky numbers are 6 and 8. 6 signifies creativity, determination, innovation, and balance. 8 is a number that signifies authority, decision making, skills, ambition, and self assurance. Your lucky colors are violet and pink. Violet is the color that stands for spirituality, imagination, and dignity. Pink is a feminine color that stands for nurturing, sensitivity, delicacy, and a calming effect. Your lucky days are Saturday and Wednesday. Saturn is the planet Saturn, the day of the planet Saturn, which signifies the completion of current tasks and planning for the next. Wednesday is the day the planet Venus and stands for creativity, new relationships, and partnerships. Your birthstone is amethyst. This gemstone will help in overcoming addictions and healing stress and mental illness. The ideal zodiac birthday gifts for people born on February 6th: a PlayStation for the man and the latest mobile phone for the woman. The February 6th birthday personality loves the latest gadgets. Happy birthday, Aquarius. The day of popularity. Your advice: take a good look at yourself, apart from the opinions of others. Discover your true nature. Be more transparent. Cultivating inner strength pays great dividends. February 6 people can be highly concerned with their appearance as it relates to their public image. If they wish to remain healthy looking, they should investigate natural soaps, shampoos, and cosmetics as well as focusing on proper nutrition in their diet. February 6 individuals must not overlook their internal workings while focusing on exterior concerns. Seeing a physician once or twice a year for checkups is highly recommended. Those born on this day are often sportive types, and vigorous physical exercise is generally well tolerated by their physique. Sexual and sensual expression is important to February 6 people. They should beware of going overboard in a search for passionate love. Affection and deep friendship may mean more to them in the long run and aid their personal and spiritual growth. 7:51 p.m. on my alarm. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Those born on the 6th of the month are ruled by the number 6 and by the planet Venus. Those ruled by this number 6 are magnetic in attracting both sympathy and admiration. Certainly true for the February 6th people, those born on this day. The added influence of Uranus, ruler of Aquarius on Venus, lends an erratic and liable emotional life in which they can be quickly swept off their feet. Often love becomes the dominant theme in the life of those ruled by the number six. Emphasizing this last point and the fact that the sixth card of the major arcana is the lovers, symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side, this card suggests affections and desires and a high moral, aesthetic, but also physical plane. On the bad side, it may indicate gains of seduction, unfulfilled desires, sentimentality, or indecision. Obviously, all these themes are particularly appropriate to February 6 individuals who must adopt a realistic and caring attitude if they are to achieve a lasting, deep, and meaningful personal love relationship. The lovers. Keywords: duality, choice, sensuality, vice and virtue, risk, attraction, allure, compelling, possibilities, trust, harmony, and partnership. The Lover's card appears in a reading when there is an impending life changing choice. The woman on either side of the magician represents the choice between vice and virtue. It is the point at which the path we are on reaches a divergence. It can describe the need to choose between security and risk, what is safe and comfortable, and what is uncertain but potentially gratifying. Choosing between these options should not be done on a whim, because once the new course is set in motion, there is no turning back. It may mean missing out on an opportunity to maintain a reliable connection, or it can mean abandoning old associations to embrace something completely different. The chimes hanging above the women represent the whispers of divinity in the wind. When the lover's card shows up for you, it could be very well due to you or someone else trying to have their cake and eat it too. Depending on the circumstances, there may be some comfort in ambiguity. 7:55 p.m. on my alarm, follow up on a promise. However, such agreements generally require complete honesty and a masterful understanding of the dynamics involved for it to last long term. Guile, duplicity, or self deceit typically leads to a volatile scenario. The lovers. You can't always have your cake and eat it too. Falling in love is often thought to be something out of our control. We all have heard tales of seduction by love potions, the launch of Cupid's arrow, or of being bewitched by magic spells. The lover's card does refer to these aspects of love and romance, yet it has an additional story to tell. Traditionally, this card shows a man making a choice between two women, and its message is that, like love, most things in life come down to a matter of choice. If we are in a relationship with someone, it is because we choose to be with them and we are choosing to stay with them. Also, whether we find ourselves fighting, loving, or being distant from others is down to our choosing. This can also represent the relationship we have with ourselves, as if we are kind or caring towards ourselves, we are likely to act this way towards others. When faced with decisions in any part of our lives, we are not being asked to make perfect choices. Life may or may not provide us with a wonderful soulmate or career, which will make all our dreams come true. We may just be given someone who is good enough, but who will love us and teach us to love ourselves. Or a job may come our way which is not quite what we hoped for, but which will offer us a valuable learning experience. Thus, the Lover's card asks us to be as conscious as we can about the decisions we make in our life and relationships, and be open to new possibilities which maybe we hadn't originally planned for. The predictions: approaching crossroads. The appearance of the lovers suggests you will find yourself at a crossroad. My mind is running. You will need to listen to both your heart and your head and work out what's right for you and those around you. Make sure you make these decisions with as much love as you can. If it turns out that it isn't right to make any changes at this time, then you should make that an active decision rather than just letting things carry on as they are. Making this process a conscious one will be a very important contributor to your future happiness and to your feelings of empowerment in your life. The guidance is make decisive plans. The Lover's card advises you to approach any important choices in your life with love and care, particularly in your relationships with yourself and or others. You need to listen to both your heart and your head and work out what's right for you and those around you. 7:58:59 p.m. Give the gift to care. If you feel that situations in your life have become stuck in some way, you will need to contemplate how you can make improvements. Is there anything you can do to change your relationships? Do you need to move on and find different associates, friends, or even new partners? Do you need to work on the relationship with yourself? Are there other areas of life which need reassessing? If it isn't right to make changes at this time, make that an active decision rather than just letting things carry as they are. It is important to make this process a conscious one, as this will be a very important contributor to your future happiness and to feelings of empowerment in your life. 8 o'clock p.m. on my alarm. Do the grunt work. Follow through on your plans. Give your future self some advice. The problem: decisions made. The appearance of the lover suggests you may have needed to make some important decisions. Whether you are aware of it or not, you have, on some level, made choices which affect the way things are now, particularly in your relationship with yourself and or others. Looking at those choices clearly will help you to develop more understanding of your present situation and any problems you are facing today. Perhaps your decision were made with a lack of love or care, or perhaps you avoided making a choice at all. Either situation will need remedying in order for you to move on in a more positive and conscious way. My soul card. That would be the end of the reading. see what message goes with today. So 76. There goes that mirror. Thank you, Spirit. I'll behave. God's favorite. My bad self. So card number 100. Angel number 100. Completion of life's task. Angel number 100 is sending you a message from the angels that you will be directed by the divine forces when you are following a spiritual path. Angel number 100 is a firm reminder to you from your birth angels that your actions while on your spiritual expedition should be based on your real ambitions, intuition, and inner wisdom. It is necessary that your spiritual journey should not be hindered by even a hint of negativity in the form of ideas and feelings. You will be able to achieve mental peace, happiness, accomplishments, and attainment by having an optimistic frame of mind and a constructive point of view about life. Your angels advise you that you should sincerely act on your thoughts. Angel number 100 resonates with the energy of achievement, success, abundance, and the accomplishment of goals in life. If this number keeps appearing to you everywhere, it means that you are soon completing an essential task in your life. It signifies the end of a chapter in life and the beginning of another one soon. You should be celebrating because you are completing a goal that you have worked so hard for. The divine realm is congratulating you because all your efforts and hard work, the universe is happy with your efforts, hence the blessings that are coming your way. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to be happy about all your accomplishments. It was an easy journey, but you have come to the end of a long journey and you have something to show for it. You can achieve some of your goals And you should be happy with yourself. The recognition you are receiving now is worth it because you never gave up on your dreams. It is time to take a break and think of a way forward after such great achievements. Start planning new goals that you will work hard to achieve. Do not be content with the one thing that has gone your way right. Successful people do not sleep. They work even after achieving some of their goals in life. Work, work, work. Work and work until you can work no more. However, do not forget to balance your professional life with your personal life. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to keep challenging yourself. The meaning of Angel 100 reveals that you should find ways to progress your life further. Find ways to inspire and motivate yourself to go for what you want in life while on the quest of realizing your thoughts. Do not forget to cater for the other aspects of your life. Your guardian angels are sending you number 100 to let you know that they are always with you. They love you, and that is why they want you to have a stable love life. This is the time for you to make some changes in your relationship. You need to start being open about your feelings to the person you care about. You should be embraced of sharing your emotions because you love your partner or spouse. Angel number 100 is sending you a message from the angels that you will be directed by the divine forces when you are following a spiritual path. It is time for you to start anticipating all the little things in your relationship. Always show your partner that you love them so much. Be kind, generous, caring to your partner because actions deliver the news better than words. Also, appreciate the universe for all the great things that are happening in your life. And that has been my reading for today. Happy birthday, Aquarius, the day of popularity. Enjoy your evening.